There's something magnetic about a couple who, even in the midst of their own orbit, managed to cast a spell over everyone around them. That's exactly what happened last night at the storied Edgewood Tahoe Resort, where pop superstar Taylor Swift and NFL titan Travis Kelce brought an air of effortless glamour to the Sierra twilight. Their appearance wasn't just a dinner date. It was a tableau vivant of modern royalty, quietly captivating every onlooker with a blend of style, warmth, and unmistakable chemistry. As dusk settled over Lake Tahoe, the sky was a canvas of deep indigo and lavender, the water reflecting the last embers of daylight. Locals and tourists alike found themselves glancing, then staring, as the royal couple emerged onto the lantern-lit terrace. It was a scene that could have been lifted straight from a slow-burn indie film. Two figures, perfectly in sync, their every move seemingly choreographed to the gentle rhythm of the mountain breeze. Taylor Swift's fashion choices have always had the power to set trends, but tonight, she channeled something even more powerful: serenity. She wore a lightweight black cashmere cardigan, buttoned at the waist, its silhouette soft yet structured. The fabric shimmered subtly in the golden glow, catching the eye of anyone lucky enough to catch a glimpse. Beneath, a flowing black silk midi skirt, pleats so understated they were almost secretive, swayed gently as she walked. The skirt's movement echoed the ripple of the lake just beyond the terrace, creating a visual harmony between star and setting. Her accessories were equally intentional. A brown leather crossbody satchel hung at her side, a nod to the region's rustic charm but also a practical companion for a lakeside stroll. Gold heart-shaped earrings and a stack of delicate bangles played with the fading sunlight, bouncing flecks of warm metallic light onto her hands as she brushed a strand of hair from her face. That iconic red lip, sharp, confident, and unmistakably Taylor, punctuated the monochrome look, a single burst of color that seemed to say, "Yes, I'm here and I know you're watching." Beside her, Travis Kelce cut a figure of relaxed athleticism. His tailored black cotton t-shirt and black performance shorts, adorned with a subtle university crest, suggested both strength and ease. The gold chain around his neck glinted as he laughed, echoing Taylor's jewelry and hinting at a subtle coordination that spoke volumes about their bond. A crisp white baseball cap, emblazoned with a UC emblem, shaded his eyes, while tortoise-shell sunglasses perched expertly atop the brim. At his back, a Louis Vuitton backpack lent a dash of luxury to an otherwise laid-back look, its iconic monogram an understated wink at his off-field style. Together, the couple navigated the terrace with a kind of practiced ease, their dark outfits melding with the encroaching night. The staff at Edgewood Tahoe, no strangers to high-profile guests, found themselves both delighted and slightly awestruck. It wasn't just the star power, it was the sense of harmony, the way Taylor and Travis moved as a unit, communicating in glances and half-smiles, as if sharing a private joke in a room full of admirers. At their table overlooking the lake, conversation flowed as easily as the wine. Their laughter, easy, genuine, carried across the terrace, drawing a few more curious glances from other diners. Yet, for all their public personas, there was an intimacy to their exchange. Travis, fresh from training but already thinking ahead to the upcoming celebrity golf tournament with his brother Jason, seemed content to let the world recede for a moment. Taylor, ever the storyteller, gestured animatedly as she recounted a recent studio session, her hands painting pictures in the air. The setting sun painted their faces in soft gold, and for a while, time seemed to slow. There's a kind of magic that happens when two people become a team in the truest sense, not just in love, but in partnership, each enhancing the other's light. Watching Taylor and Travis, it was hard not to feel that magic. The evening wasn't without its subtle drama. A hush fell over the terrace as a breeze picked up, sending napkins fluttering and glasses tinkling. Taylor's skirt lifted slightly, revealing a flash of her black leather sandals, while Travis instinctively reached for his cap, securing it against the wind. It was a small moment, but one that spoke volumes. In a world of spectacle, sometimes it's the simplest gestures that reveal the most. Before long, their server arrived with a pair of exquisitely plated entrees. Locally sourced trout for Taylor, a hearty steak for Travis. As they ate, they traded bites and stories, the flicker of candlelight making their smiles seem even warmer. The staff, ever discreet, couldn't help but notice the easy affection between the two. It was clear this wasn't just another celebrity sighting. It was a glimpse into the private world of two people who, despite the flashbulbs and headlines, found peace in each other's company. As the night deepened, other guests gradually drifted away, leaving the terrace to the couple and a few die-hard fans who didn't want the spell to break. Taylor and Travis lingered, savoring dessert and coffee, their conversation growing quieter, more intimate. Every so often, Taylor would lean in, whisper something that made Travis throw his head back in laughter. In those moments, they seemed utterly alone, wrapped in a bubble of their own creation. Eventually, the couple rose, gathering their things with the easy efficiency of people who have learned to travel light, both emotionally and physically. Taylor adjusted the strap of her satchel, pausing for a moment to take in the moonlit lake. Travis reached for her hand, and together, they stepped off the terrace, their silhouettes framed by the soft glow of lanterns and the shimmer of distant stars. As they disappeared down the path, a sense of contentment settled over the terrace. For a brief moment, everyone who had witnessed their evening felt as if they'd been given a glimpse of something rare and precious, a reminder that even in a world obsessed with spectacle, it's the quieter moments that linger longest in the memory. Of course, the story doesn't end there. Travis Kelce's presence in Tahoe was more than just a romantic getaway. The next morning, the buzz around Edgewood shifted from celebrity spotting to sports, as word spread that Travis would be joining his brother Jason for a 3-day star-studded golf tournament. The event, always a draw for athletes and fans alike, promised to add another layer of excitement to an already unforgettable weekend. But for those who were lucky enough to share that lakeside evening with Taylor and Travis, the memory of their effortless style and quiet connection would outshine even the most impressive drives and putts. There's a unique thrill in witnessing two people, so often in the public eye, find a moment of genuine peace. It's a reminder that, at its heart, true glamour is less about what you wear or where you are, and more about who you're with and how you make each other feel. As dawn broke over Lake Tahoe, the story of Taylor and Travis's cinematic night began to spread, whispered among guests, recounted by staff, and shared with friends back home. It wasn't just another celebrity sighting. It was a night that hinted at the possibility of magic in the everyday, of finding something extraordinary in the simple act of sharing a meal by the water with someone you love. And as fans and locals alike waited to see what the couple would do next, whether on the golf course, the concert stage, or simply strolling hand-in-hand through the pines, one thing was certain: the world would be watching, captivated not just by their fame, but by the undeniable spark that makes their story one for the ages.